stop. Before you say one more word to your cat, stop. Because there is a very good chance that everything you have been saying to him, the way you have been saying it, has been landing completely wrong. Not because you do not love him, but because nobody ever told you what he actually understands, until right now. What you are about to hear will change the way you speak to your cat for the rest of his life, and yours. Pay close attention to every word. Most people go their entire lives never knowing this. They talk to their cats every day and have no idea what is actually registering on the other side. They assume the cat is tuning them out. They accept the silence as indifference. They laugh it off. And meanwhile, and this is the part that will stay with you, their cat has been listening to every single word, filing it away, waiting, understanding far more than anyone ever told them was possible. There are 5 specific words that land inside a cat's brain differently from everything else. 5 words that trigger real recognition, real response, real emotional reaction. Scientists did not expect this. The research surprised the researchers themselves. And when you hear what those 5 words are, and exactly how to say them, you will never speak to your cat the same way again. The first one alone will make you want to go find him right now. And here is exactly where it all gets really interesting for all of us right now. There are words, specific, particular words, that land in a completely different way deep inside a cat's brain. Not just sounds, not just tone of voice or the volume level alone. Actual words that carry genuine, lasting meaning for them every single time you say them. Words that, when spoken out loud today, cause something quiet and deeply subtle to shift inside him. You have probably already said these very words many times before in your life. Maybe even earlier today, without even thinking about it once. Maybe without ever really knowing what was truly happening on the other side of that small, quiet moment shared between just the two of you. Because here is what almost nobody ever tells you. Your cat has been listening far more carefully than you ever imagined possible. Today, you will finally begin to understand. But before we actually get into the 5 words themselves, I want you to just think about one small, simple thing with me. Think about the last time you called your cat's name and he simply ignored you completely and without any hesitation at all. He did not move a single muscle, did not blink, did not twitch one ear in your direction. You probably assumed he was just being difficult or stubborn, but maybe something far more interesting was happening. Cats process language in a very different way from how dogs naturally and instinctively do it every single day. A dog will respond to almost anything at all if your tone sounds warm and enthusiastic enough for him in that moment. But cats are much more selective than that, every single time without exception. More precise in what they consciously choose to register and respond to. They react not to volume, but to familiarity and emotional weight. A study from Sophia University in Japan, published in 2022, showed that domestic cats can genuinely distinguish their own name from other similar-sounding nouns spoken out loud. Not just sounds in general, actual nouns with real structure and specific meaning attached to them. During the tests, cats visibly turned their heads, shifted their ears, and changed posture entirely. Their own name registered in their minds as something completely distinct. That single study truly cracked something wide open for the entire research community in this area. Because if a cat can recognize one specific word as uniquely belonging only to them, then the real question naturally becomes, what other words carry that exact same kind of deep emotional weight inside their minds? What else have our cats quietly been storing all these long years, while we simply assumed they were not really listening to us at all? We are about to walk through all 5 of those words together, right here and right now between just us. One by one, slowly and carefully. With the real science behind each one explained clearly, and with exactly how to say them so your cat will actually respond the way you are hoping for. Stay right here with me now, because the very first word on this list is something most cat owners say every single day, and never once realize how deeply it lands. The first word is your cat's name. That might sound obvious, almost too simple to even mention here. But the way you say it matters far more than the simple fact that you say it at all. Research shows that cats do not just hear their name as a neutral label, they attach emotional memory to it. Every time you said it with warmth, with softness, with love, he filed that away somewhere deep and quiet inside him. He remembers how it felt to hear you. There is a right way and a wrong way to say your cat's name out loud. Most people rush it completely. They call it out like a command, flat and sharp, especially when they are frustrated or in a hurry. And the cat hears that every single time. He hears the edge in it. He associates that version of his name with tension. So he retreats. Not because he does not understand, but precisely because he does. He just did not like what he heard from you. The right way to say his name is slower than you think it needs to be. Slightly lower in pitch at the end, not higher. High pitch signals urgency or sudden excitement. Lower pitch signals safety and calm. It says, "I am steady right now, and you are completely safe with me." Try it once after this video. Say his name slowly, softly, like it is not a question and not a command. Like it is simply a reminder that you see him. Watch what happens tonight. The second word on this list is going to genuinely surprise you. It is simply the word no. Most people assume cats do not understand it at all, that it just bounces right off them like everything else we say when we are annoyed. But behavioral studies show something quite different. Cats do register the word no, especially when used consistently, calmly, and always in the exact same tone of voice each time. Consistency is absolutely everything here. The problem is that most of us say no in at least 4 completely different ways depending on our mood in that moment. Sometimes it is a tired sigh. Sometimes it is sharp and loud. Sometimes it is almost a laugh because what they did was honestly a little funny, and we cannot help ourselves. When the delivery changes that much every single time, the word loses all its meaning for them. The cat is not being stubborn. He is just genuinely confused by you. So here is what actually works with the word no. Say it once. Just once. In a calm, firm, and low voice. No repetition. No escalation in volume at all. No long explanation that follows it. Cats do not process strings of words the way we do when we are trying to make a point. What they process is the single, clear signal. One no, said the same way. Every single time it happens. Over weeks, that becomes something he genuinely understands and respects. The third word is one that researchers did not expect to find on a list like this one. The word is come, or more specifically, a consistent sound you pair with the act of him walking toward you and being rewarded for doing it. Cats can absolutely learn directional words. It takes longer than it does with dogs, yes. But the research is clear and consistent. Cats who hear, come paired with positive reinforcement over time, will respond to that word reliably. The key with come is patience and absolute consistency in every single use of it. You say it once, softly. He comes toward you. You reward him immediately, with a treat, with a gentle touch, or with a quiet and warm word of acknowledgement. You never say come and then do something he dislikes right after that. Never say it when you are about to give him medicine or put him in a carrier. If you do that even once, the word is quietly broken for weeks. What makes this word so powerful when it works is what it represents to him on a deeper level. Come means, I called, and something good happened when I listened. It builds a kind of quiet trust between the two of you over time that goes beyond the word itself. It teaches him that responding to you has value, that your voice is worth moving toward, and that, in a cat's world, is not a small thing at all. That is actually everything between you two. We are now halfway through the 5 words, and I want to pause here for just a brief moment. Because what we are really talking about is not vocabulary alone. It is something older and quieter than that. It is the slow and patient building of a shared language between two very different beings who decided somewhere along the way to trust each other. Your cat did not have to choose you. He did. And he has been listening ever since that very first day. The fourth word is one that most cat owners use every single day without ever thinking twice about it. The word is good, as in good boy, good girl, good cat. It sounds almost too casual to matter. But here is what the research actually tells us about it. Cats can learn to associate specific words with positive emotional states. And good, said consistently after a behavior you want to reinforce, becomes a genuine signal that he has done something right. The reason good works so well is rooted in how cats learn through association over time. They do not respond to praise the way dogs do, with that full-body excitement and tail wagging. Their response is quieter, subtler, a slow blink, a slight relaxing of the shoulders, a soft exhale. But those small signals mean something real is happening inside him. He heard the word. He connected it to the moment. And something in him quietly settled with satisfaction. The important thing about using the word good is timing. You have about 2 seconds after the behavior happens to say it, and have it mean something connected to that specific moment. After 2 seconds, the association fades. He has already moved on to the next thing in his mind. So when he uses the litter box, when he comes to you, when he sits calmly, say good immediately, softly, warmly. Those 2 seconds are the entire lesson for him every single time. Over time, the word good becomes a quiet anchor. A signal that says, things are fine right now. Cats hearing positive verbal reinforcement consistently show lower stress in behavioral studies. They approach their owners more willingly. They explore more. They relax more fully in your presence. One small word, said with warmth and consistency, quietly doing all of that important work every day without you realizing the full weight of what it means to him. Now we are at the fifth word. And this one is different from all the others on the list. This one does not come from a training study or a behavioral research paper. It comes from something older than that. Something that every cat owner above the age of 40 has probably already felt without ever quite being able to name it. The fifth word is whatever word you use when you talk to your cat, like he is the only one in the room who truly gets you. You know exactly what I mean by that. That specific thing you say when you walk in the door and he is already there waiting. That word or phrase that is just between the two of you, that would sound completely ridiculous to anyone else listening. The one that comes out of your mouth before you even decide to say it. That word, whatever it happens to be, is the most powerful word on this entire list. And the reason why will genuinely move you a little. Cats form what researchers call referential associations, with sounds paired with positive human presence. In plain language, they remember words we say when we are most ourselves, when our guard is down, when we are not performing, when we are just home, just tired, just real. That is the version of you your cat knows best. And that is the voice he listens for most carefully, quietly, every single day, without ever making a sound about it at all. A study tracking owner-cat interactions over months found something simple and striking. Cats showed the strongest responses not to commands or their names, but to sounds their owner used only with them. The personal ones, the made-up ones, the ones nobody else hears. Those words landed deepest, spoken with real warmth and feeling, triggering a response that no carefully designed training command could ever fully replicate or meaningfully replace in them. Think about that for a moment. Out of everything researchers measured, out of all the carefully designed experiments, what mattered most to a cat was the sound of his person being completely unguarded. Not training, not trying, just present and real. That is not a finding about language. That is a finding about connection. About what it means to be known by another living being who looked at you one day and simply and quietly decided to stay near you. So the 5 words were never about vocabulary. They are about paying attention to how your cat listens and choosing to meet him there. His name said, with care. No said with calm. Come said with patience. Good said with warmth and real timing. And that one private word belonging only to the two of you. 5 words. One relationship. Built slowly over thousands of small, quiet moments that you may not remember, but that he never once forgot at all. Here is something worth sitting with for just a moment. Most of us grew up being told that cats are independent, aloof, that they do not really need us the way dogs do, that their affection is purely transactional. Show up with food, get a purr in return. We accepted that story for a long time. Some people still believe it, but the science has been quietly and steadily dismantling that entire idea for over 2 decades now without much fanfare at all. A landmark attachment study from Oregon State University tested whether cats form genuine, secure bonds with their owners, the same kind measured in human infants and dogs. The results were clear. About 65% of cats showed secure attachment. They used their person as a safe base. They explored more confidently when their owner was present. They were visibly distressed when that person left the room without any warning or explanation given. 65%. That is not a small number. That is the majority of domestic cats forming emotional bonds with their humans that mirror attachment patterns we see in children with their parents. And yet, most people still assume their cat barely notices them. That gap between what science clearly shows and what we actually believe about cats is one of the more quietly heartbreaking things in all of modern animal behavior research if you think about it. Why does this matter for the 5 words? Because language does not land in a vacuum. Words carry weight only when a relationship underneath gives them meaning. Your cat hears his name differently because of everything before it. Every feeding, every quiet afternoon, every time you just existed together without needing anything. The words are the surface. The bond underneath is what gives them weight and makes them land the way they do inside him. Think about the cats who showed no secure attachment. Researchers found it was often linked not to personality, but to the owner. Unpredictable responses, loud reactions, long stretches ignored, then suddenly demanded closeness. Sound familiar? Most of us have done that, without asking what it cost, without knowing the cat was quietly keeping score, not out of spite, out of something much closer to honest and completely necessary daily self-preservation. The good news, and there is real good news here, is that attachment in cats is not fixed forever. The bond between a cat and a human is genuinely responsive to change. Start showing up more consistently, more calmly, more intentionally, and the cat notices. Not immediately, not dramatically. But over weeks, something shifts. He meets you a little more than halfway, slowly, quietly, in the way that cats do everything that truly and deeply matters to them. This is where the 5 words return with new weight, because now you understand they are not tricks, not techniques borrowed from dog training applied to an animal never designed to obey. They are entry points into a real relationship. Small, consistent moments of being understood across a genuine species divide. You say the word. He responds. Something between you deepens just slightly, without either of you ever making a single sound about it happening. Researcher Kristen Vitale spent years on cat cognition. One finding stays with me. Cats look to their owners for information about uncertain situations. Social referencing. Your cat glances at your face when something unfamiliar happens, reads you, decides, fear or curiosity. You are his compass, not occasionally, every single day, whether you know it or not, whether you are ready for it or not. He is always quietly checking your face for the answer. That is an enormous thing to carry, even if you carry it without knowing. Your face is a reference point for him. Your tone of voice is data he is actively processing in real time. Your calm is his permission to relax. Your tension is his early warning system. This is why the way you say his name matters. This is why your tone when you say no shapes how safe he feels in the home. It is all connected, every word you say to him is information he is using. So when we talk about the 5 words, we are really talking about 5 chances. 5 chances to be a presence your cat can genuinely trust. Not perfectly, not every time, but consistently enough. Enough that he knows your voice is a safe place to land. That when he hears you, something in him settles just a little. Not a technique, not a trick, just 2 beings. One home, one quiet, ongoing agreement to keep showing up for each other every single day. Let us talk about something that does not get enough attention. The silences. Because your cat is not only listening to the words you say, he is listening to everything you do not say as well. The moments when you walk into a room and do not acknowledge him. The times you are visibly stressed and not explaining it. He reads all of it. He is always reading the room, and you are always part of what he is carefully and quietly reading every single day. Cats are extraordinarily sensitive to changes in their owner's emotional state. Studies show stress responses in cats when owners carry chronic stress, even when nothing has obviously changed. They pick it up from subtle cues, posture, breathing, the pace of your footsteps down the hall. Your cat often knows something is wrong before you have admitted it to yourself. He has been watching that carefully, every day, without ever once looking away from you. This is worth understanding because it reframes the 5 words in an important way. It is not just about what you say. It is about the emotional state you are in when you say it. His name said with genuine warmth lands differently than his name said when you are distracted and going through the motions. He can feel the difference. He has always been able to feel it. And he has been adjusting his responses to you based on that difference every single day. So here is something practical you can do starting tonight. Before you speak to your cat, take one breath. Just one. Not dramatic, just a real one that brings you back into your body for a second. Then say his name, or say good, or come, whatever the moment calls for. That single breath is the difference between words that land and words that simply bounce. It signals to your nervous system, and therefore to his, that you are genuinely here right now. There is a concept called emotional contagion, the way one animal's state influences another nearby, across species, not metaphorical, neurological. When you are calm, his nervous system regulates more easily. When you are agitated, his does too. You are not just sharing a home, you are sharing an atmosphere. That atmosphere shifts the moment you walk through the door. He feels you before you say a word. Every single time, without exception, without fail. This is one reason why people who talk to their cats regularly tend to report stronger bonds and more responsive animals. Not because the cat understands every word, but because talking with genuine warmth regulates your own nervous system while signaling safety to theirs. You calm yourself by speaking to him. In calming yourself, you calm him too. The words are almost secondary to what the simple act of speaking with real care does between the two of you. I want to ask you something, and I want you to sit with it honestly. When was the last time you talked to your cat just to talk? Not to ask him to move. Not to scold him for something. Not to coax him toward food or away from the couch. Just sat down near him and spoke in a low, easy voice about nothing in particular. If you cannot remember, that is not a criticism. It is just an opening. A place to start being a little more present than you were yesterday. Here is what happens when you do that consistently. Your cat starts to seek you out, not just for food or warmth, but for the experience of being near you. Your voice becomes something he moves toward. You become, in the deepest sense, home to him. Not the house, not the bowl. You. That is what all the science has been quietly pointing toward underneath every study, every finding, every carefully measured and honestly unexpected behavioral response. We spend a lot of time wondering what our cats think of us, whether they love us, whether the relationship is real, or whether we are projecting. And the research suggests, quietly, without fanfare, that yes, it is real, it is measurable. It shows up in cortisol levels, in attachment behaviors, In the specific way cats reserve certain sounds exclusively for the humans they have bonded with over time. Real in every way that the word real actually means. Cats have a vocalization used almost exclusively with humans. Not with other cats, not in the wild, just with us. Researchers call it the solicitation purr, a purr with a high-frequency cry inside that activates caregiving responses in humans. Your cat developed a sound specifically to communicate with you. He invented a language for you, specifically and only for you. These 5 words are your way of finally starting to speak something real back to him. Now I want to go deeper into something most cat videos never touch: what your cat actually needs from you beyond food and shelter. If you are watching this, you already cover the basics. You feed him, keep him safe, take him to the vet. That is not what this is about. This is about the part of the relationship that does not have a checklist. The part that lives in how you show up every single day when nothing urgent is happening between the two of you. Research on cat welfare points to environmental enrichment as one of the strongest predictors of well-being. But the most underrated form is not a puzzle feeder or a window perch. It is social interaction with a trusted human. Interaction initiated by you, not demanded by the cat. You going to him quietly on his terms, needing nothing back. That simple gesture matters far more to him than most people ever realize or give themselves credit for doing daily. There is a behavior researchers watch for in well-bonded cats: the slow blink. You have probably seen it. Your cat looks at you and slowly closes and opens his eyes. People assumed this was cats being sleepy or indifferent. It is not. The slow blink is a trust signal, the feline equivalent of a deep exhale. It means, I feel safe enough right now to lower my defenses completely and let you actually see that clearly in me without any hesitation at all. And here is the part that still surprises people. You can initiate it. Look at your cat softly and blink slowly at him. A significant number of cats will blink right back. A study in scientific reports confirmed this, with both owners and strangers using the technique. Your cat has a language for trust that requires no words at all, and you can speak it back to him starting today, right now, wherever he happens to be sitting quietly in your shared home. So we have the 5 words, we have the slow blink, we have the 1 breath before speaking. These are not techniques. They are not hacks. They are habits of attention. Small ways of reminding yourself that there is another being in your home who is paying close attention to everything you do and everything you say, and who is, in his quiet way, hoping every single day that you are paying the same kind of close attention right back to him in return. People who study the human-animal bond talk about mutuality, the idea that the bond is not felt on one side alone. It is built together through small, reciprocal moments. Your cat sits nearby. You acknowledge him. He slow blinks. You slow blink back. He makes a soft sound and you respond to it. These exchanges are not background noise in your shared life. They are the actual living substance of the bond the two of you have been quietly building all along. One thing I find quietly remarkable is how long cats remember. People think of cats as living very much in the present, which is true in many ways. But their emotional memory is long. A cat handled gently and spoken to softly early in life will carry that imprint for years. A cat who experienced fear or unpredictability will carry that too. The past lives in how he responds to you today, whether you know his history or not. It shows up every single time. This matters most for people who adopted adult or rescued cats with unknown histories. If your cat is slow to respond to his name, slow to come, slow to warm up, that is almost never stubbornness. It is almost always history. He is not withholding from you. He is waiting to see if you are worth opening up to. And every calm, consistent, gentle interaction you offer him is quiet evidence that you just might be exactly the person he has been hoping for. The 5 words work with these cats too, maybe more slowly. Longer gaps between offering and response. But they work. Because the words alone are not the point. The point is the pattern they build over time. the weight of being spoken to consistently by someone who shows up the same way without demanding anything before the cat is ready. That steady patience is itself a language he understands far more clearly than most people ever expect it to register. I have been thinking about why this resonates with people in their 40s and beyond. By that point, you understand something others are still learning: that the most meaningful relationships are not the dramatic ones. They are the quiet ones, built from small, repeated gestures. Where showing up consistently, without fanfare, without needing recognition for it, turns out to be the most honest thing you ever gave to another living being who needed you. Your cat is that relationship. He is the one in your home who does not need you to be impressive, does not need you to have it all together, does not need you to explain yourself or justify your mood or perform any version of yourself that is not completely real. He just needs you to show up, consistently, with the same voice, the same warmth, the same willingness to sit nearby and just exist together without any agenda attached to the moment at all. Something happens to people as they get older with their cats that is hard to describe, but easy to feel. The relationship becomes less about managing and more about companionship. You stop trying to make the cat behave a certain way and start simply enjoying what he already is. That shift, from owner to companion, changes how you talk to him, how you read him, how you receive what he quietly offers back to you every single day without being asked. And the cat feels that shift too. Cats are attuned to the difference between a human who is trying to control the interaction and one who is simply present in it. When you stop needing something from him and start just being with him, something in him relaxes in a way you can actually see. His body language opens. He comes closer. He stays longer. He initiates contact more. He becomes, in every measurable sense, more fully himself around you than before. This brings us back to language one final time. The words we talked about, his name, no, come good, and that private word only you two share, they are most powerful when they come from presence rather than performance. When you say his name because you genuinely want to connect, not because you need something done right now. When you say good because you actually feel it, not because you are running through some internal training routine in your head. Authenticity is not something cats are easily fooled about. They do not have the social mechanisms that make us accept polite performances as real. They feel what is actually there. So when you say his name with genuine warmth and he responds, that response is entirely real. He is not performing affection back. He is reporting honestly on what he feels. And what he feels is that you are safe and known and completely his to trust without any reservation. I think about one finding more than I probably should. In every language study done on cats, one result keeps appearing across different research teams in different countries. Cats respond most reliably not to the words themselves, but to the voice of the specific person they have bonded with. You could teach your neighbor all 5 words and have her say them the exact same way to your cat. The response would simply not be the same. It cannot be. It would not be the same because the words are not the message. You are the message. Your voice carrying your history with this animal, in this home you share, that is what he responds to every single time. The words are just the shape your presence takes in the air between you two. And he has known that particular shape since the very first time you spoke to him, and he decided, in whatever way cats decide such things, that you were worth listening to. So if you have been feeling like your cat does not understand you, reconsider that. Maybe what is true is that he understands you better than most. He has been tracking you carefully for months or years. He knows your patterns, your moods, your tells. He has an intimate map of who you are built entirely from observation. And every time you use one of these 5 words with real intention, he adds one more small and quiet point to that map of you. We are getting close to the end. Before we finish, I want to bring something together that has been threading quietly through everything we discussed today. The 5 words are real. The science is real. The attachment research is real. But underneath all of that, what this conversation has really been about is something simpler. Permission to take the relationship with your cat as seriously as it actually deserves to be taken by you every single day. Because a lot of people, especially those who grew up in homes where animals were just animals, carry a subtle embarrassment about how much their cat means to them, about how much they talk to him, about how a bad day feels a little less heavy when he comes and sits nearby without being asked. That feeling is not silly. It is not something to explain or apologize for to anyone. That feeling is what a real bond actually feels like from inside one. If you have stayed with me all the way to this point, I want to take one moment to say something directly. If this conversation has meant something, if something here landed in a way you were not expecting, I would love for you to subscribe to this channel and come back with us every day. We talk about cats the way they deserve to be talked about, with real curiosity, real science, and genuine respect for the bond you have quietly been building. And here is the thing about people who make it to the end of a video like this one. They are not casual cat owners. They are the ones who think about this stuff, who notice things, who wondered, at least once, whether their cat really knows something the rest of the world tends to dismiss. You are that person. And I want you to know, you were right to wonder. Everything we covered today was pointing directly at what you already felt was deeply true. Now let us bring this all the way home. There is one more thing worth saying before this conversation closes. Something that connects the 5 words, the attachment research, the slow blink, the emotional contagion, the solicitation purr, all of it. Something that ties every thread of this video into one quiet, honest idea that I think you have been ready to hear for a long time. Maybe longer than you realize or would be comfortable admitting to yourself. Your cat chose you. Not the house, not the food, you specifically. Every behavior we described, the way he tracks your voice, the way he regulates around your stress, the way he reserves certain sounds just for you, the way he reads your face to know how to feel about the world. None of that happens with someone he has not genuinely bonded with. None of it is automatic. All of it is the result of him deciding over real time that you are his person. And there is something about that, being chosen by a creature who had no obligation to choose you, who gets nothing from the choice that food alone could not provide, who decided anyway that your specific presence was worth orienting his entire small life around, that deserves more than a passing thought. That is worth letting in fully, not rushing past, not minimizing, just letting it be as completely real and as quietly important as it actually is. The 5 words matter because they are a way of choosing him back, deliberately, consciously, with the understanding that communication across species is not magic. It is practice. Showing up with the same voice, the same warmth, the same intention, day after day, until something between you becomes fluent in a language with no name and no grammar. Just 2 beings slowly and patiently learning each other over a long stretch of shared ordinary daily life. There will be a day, I say this not to be heavy, but because it is simply true, when you will wish you had said a little more to him, when you will wish you had stayed with him longer on some unremarkable Tuesday evening that you will not be able to stop thinking about afterward. When you will understand, in the quiet of a room that used to hold him, why every word mattered. Say the words now, while he is still right there, listening carefully to you. What you do with the 5 words after today is entirely up to you. You could forget most of this by tomorrow, and that would honestly be fine. Life is busy, people get tired, cats are patient. But if even one thing from this conversation stays with you, if you say his name more softly tonight, take one breath before speaking, slow blink at him once, and wait. That is enough. That one small and quiet thing is genuinely enough to begin something real. Before I let you go, I want to ask you to do 3 things. Subscribe and share this video with 5 people who love their cats the way you do. They deserve to hear all of this. Leave a comment below telling me one thing about your cat you have never said out loud to anyone else. Something you noticed, something only he does in his own particular way. I genuinely want to read every single one. And please tell me what you want the next video to be about. Your cat is somewhere near you right now. Maybe sleeping. Maybe watching you quietly. Maybe doing that thing where he pretends not to notice you but has not moved more than 3 feet away in the past hour. Go to him when this ends. Say his name the slow way and see what happens next. You already know far more than you think you do. You have always known it. You just needed someone to finally put the right words around everything you have been feeling.